Tom Petty's I Need to Know. It is the tequila edition of the I Tapped That edition of the Joe Show Drive It 5 edition. And I have Pete Wagner, tequila ambassador for the state of Ohio for Brown-Forman. Man, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having us today.
So, we have a blast here at the Joe Show Drive It 5. It's been a while since we've done an I Tapped That edition. And when I heard it was going to be a tequila version of this, I think of summer. Pete, I think of summer when I think of tequila. Is that wrong?
And no, you are right on, and that's exactly it. We've got the 4th of July coming up, and we've got all of the drinks, everything that you need to make your at-home party entertaining here.
Okay, all right. So, well, and that's the thing. You said at-home party.
Yeah. And
the way 2020 has been for us, you know, a lot of us are making our drinks at home, and we'd like some new ideas.
And
help us, Pete.
And that's it. The big thing is, first off, obviously the restaurants and the bars are taking that hit. So I'm going to say definitely go out, still support those restaurants.
Amen,
get the to-go drinks. But if you can't, I've got the answers for you. We've got the El Jimador family, the Herradura family. We've got ultra premium. We've got premium here. And we've got everything that you could to make a 4th of July entertaining.
All right, let's start with this. This is the first thing you gave me. This was off the air, and this was a margarita.
Yes.
Now, when people think tequila, let's be honest. This is kind of what we think of, and I mean,
the most popular drink, hands down, is the margarita. So, but the big problem with margaritas is a lot of people just want to toss things together. They want to take that pre-made margarita mix and they want to pour the tequila in, and it's just as easy to make one right. Just like making Italian food or Greek food, it's about the ingredients. So with that margarita that you're drinking, we've got El Jimador Silver. The silver is completely unaged, so you get those bright citrus notes. We combine that with an orange liqueur and lime juice. The key to that is fresh squeezed lime juice. It only takes a couple extra seconds, and the difference is huge. Most margaritas are thick and heavy.
Yeah.
You drink them, you'll have 2, and you're done. With something like this, when you're doing it fresh, it is delicious. It's refreshing.
Mine's gone.
It's gone.
So
Yeah.
was drinking. Now, I want to, we'll play a couple songs. We're going to come back. But there was something that you said, Arch, before I leave, you must try. What was that? What were you pointing to?
Before I leave, you have to try the Herradura Ultra.
It looks intimidating.
So Herradura, all of this tequila is made at Casa Herradura. It's an actual hacienda down in Jalisco, Amatitan, down in Mexico. For it to be tequila, it has to be made in the tequila region, right? We are the largest holder of agave, the largest holder of barrels. It's naturally fermented. Oh, yeah. There's so much behind this brand, and it's so fantastic. We've created the Reposado category and the Extra Añejo, and now we're volleying for the Cristalino. What the Ultra is, it's Añejo and Extra Añejo combined together and filtered through charcoal.
Okay.
It's charred coconut.
It sounds delicious.
Sounds
delicious.
It's refreshing. It's smooth. It makes great cocktails. It's a fantastic.
All right. And then I also had, and this was a tea?
Yes.
Okay. Explain. This was good.
So what you're drinking is the Jalisco Tea Party. And what the Jalisco Tea Party is, with that one I took the Herradura, I believe it was, silver, where Herradura created the 2 categories. The silver is actually aged for 45 days. I combined that with, we have iced tea, ginger beer, and lemon juice all mixed up.
Good.
Yeah. Again, that's a poolside drink. You know, we've got the 4th of July coming up. There's a lot of people who are sticking around their pools at home. Remember, consume Herradura and El Jimador responsibly.
Please, folks, responsibly.
Yes. But if you're at home around the pool, that is the perfect drink. It's refreshing. It's not weighted down. It's just delicious.
But it puts a little more cannon in the cannonball. Let's be honest.
It certainly does.
Yeah.
It certainly does.
Hey, more with Pete Wagner, the tequila ambassador for the state of Ohio for Brown-Forman. We'll talk to him here in just a few. Tequila, I Tapped That edition of the Joe Show Drive at 5. Have a drink on me, Pete. QFM 96. Most dangerous band in America right there, Guns N' Roses, You Could Be Mine. It's a tequila, I Tapped That edition of the Joe Show Drive at 5 on QFM 96. And we got Pete Wagner in here with us. He's a tequila ambassador for Brown-Forman for the state of Ohio. And you're an Ohio kid too, man. A kid, you're my age, but I'm just saying.
Born and raised.
That's awesome, man.
A little further up north by the lake.
That's right. You're a Toledo guy.
Yeah,
right?
I'm a Toledo boy. Migrated down here to go to school at the Ohio State University.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So here's the deal. And I want to talk about how, because I'd heard you discuss this before, where you said that you could add tequila to different classic drinks.
Absolutely.
This old fashioned that I'm drinking right now, and I told you before we went on the air that old fashions, I had a bad experience.
Sure.
It didn't taste that good to me. This tastes good. And I'm not just blowing smoke. This is really, really good.
Sure. Well, a lot of that has to do with balance, and that's what we were talking about. When you're making a drink, it's about balancing. It's more like baking than it is like cooking. So the big thing, back when Mad Men came out, all of a sudden they started introducing everyone to the classic cocktails, and now you can go into a small dive bar somewhere. You can get your old, properly made old-fashioned. You can get a Sazerac. You can get a well-made Manhattan. And at this point, though, people are playing with those classics, and that's exactly what you got there. Again, tequila, the most versatile of the liquors. Any vodka drink you can replace with a silver with those bright, crisp notes to it. And in the case of what you're drinking, we made an old-fashioned using the Herradura Añejo. So the Añejo is actually a tequila. Again, Herradura, we do natural fermentation. It's open air, so it's slow and low, and those flavors develop. It's also a lowland, so it's a little bit drier. And all that old-fashioned is simple syrup, Angostura bitters, and the Añejo. So we're letting those good ingredients just shine through. No muddled fruit, though. No muddled fruit.
That's really good.
That's a 60s thing. That just has an orange waffle. That's the only fruit in there.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And which one did you use again? I apologize.
We used the Herradura Añejo. That, believe it or not, most Añejos are only aged for 1 year. This is aged for 2 whole years.
I got this nice little bottle with my, look at that. I got my face on there. Look at that. Thank you, guys. That's such a nice gift.
That's a pleasure.
That won't make it till 11 o'clock tonight. Guarantee you. So stick around, Pete. I want to do one more because I want us all to do the Ultra. I've been saving that.
We got a treat.
The coconut. I can smell it from here, man.
Even I'm excited.
Stick around, gang. Tequila I Tap That edition of the Joe Show Drive at 5. Pete Wagner, tequila ambassador for the state of Ohio for Brown-Forman. Stick around, gang. It is the Joe Show Drive at 5. It's the Prince of Darkness, QFM 96. Some bad boys from Boston right there. Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic. It is the Tequila I Tap That edition of the Joe Show Drive at 5. Pete Wagner, tequila ambassador, join me. What's up, Pete? How we doing, man?
I'm doing better and better.
I am too. And it really happened when you showed up, Pete. So
it's amazing what quality tequila will do for a room.
Right. So let's see here. To kind of before we do the Ultra, which I've been looking forward to. Just kind of in summation of what we've talked about. If people want to enjoy what you have brought to us as far as this summer. Hanging out at home or whatever it takes, but how do we do this during the summer?
Biggest things, first off, El Jimador tequila, Herradura tequila. You can find these at almost any liquor store that's out there. These are readily available out there. Very approachable price points, especially the El Jimador tequila. The key to making drinks this summer, you're doing it at home. You don't have to have all these fancy ingredients. Keep it simple. Figure the flavors you like. Mix them properly. Silver tequilas, bright, citrus, refreshing. The Añejos, full-bodied. Take those classics. Don't be afraid to experiment. Just keep it simple this year.
And a lot of times, the average Joe and Jane here, we get a little intimidated. These are reasonably priced, too. I mean, this is not gonna break you.
Absolutely. The El Jimador, it's 100% agave, natural fermentation. That's right around that $20 price point.
Come on, man.
It blows me away every time I say that. I've been saying this for 11 years now. The Herradura, still very approachable, comparable to that Patron, but definitely lowland. It's got a drier profile. It's delicious.
Once again, the Ultra. Okay, did everybody have their Ultra? We're all 6 feet apart. We've got our Ultra. Once again, I can smell the coconut, right?
Herradura Ultra. It's an Añejo, an extra Añejo, and then they filter it through charcoal. It's not just any charcoal. It's coconut charcoal. Brown-Forman. We have Jack Daniels. We know our charcoal. We decided to have fun. We did it with coconut. Has a hint of that in the back, and then we add just 1% agave nectar. Little sweetness.
Okay, now how should I sip, Should I shoot it? What am I doing here?
I always tell people to consume responsibly. 21 and over, please. Now, how fast you sip that is up to you.
Too late. I just did a shot. Oh.
How about that? You've never had a tequila like Herradura Ultra.
That is good, man.
Right?
That is good. Now, are you one of those guys that's going to tell me not to put that over ice? Because I can do a shot of this, and I would plan on doing a couple more of those. But, I mean, could you just kind of put... I
will tell you my mantra. Okay. The right way to drink tequila.
Okay. All right.
Right way to drink tequila is how you like it. You're the one paying the bill.
Because I could just see sitting by a pool.
Yeah.
Put a couple of those fat cubes on there and just throw that down and just sip on that every once in a while.
That's Herradura Ultra.
Put some Van Halen and Kiss on shuffle and boom.
I'm sold. I'm in.
Are you in? Well, listen, Pete Wagner and Jeff too. Jeff, thank you so much, man, for everything you do, man. But he's not a tequila ambassador.
I know.
I don't want to.
Not much of a talker. He's the face.
Dude, thank you so much, Pete. This is a lot of fun, man.
Really
pleasure.
Appreciate Thank you. Thank you for having us.
There you go. I'm going to do more tequila. I tap that editions. I know that for a fact. Got another look at the QFM 96 Kimba Financial Credit Union traffic.